Hi, ELA. Today I have two of the founding families with me, Mrs. Butler and Mrs. Cannon, and they're going to answer some questions for us. So what does it mean to be a founding family member?
It means it means that we were the ones at the very beginning that designed and made the decision about what ELA would be like. And there were many of us, and we were just two in a really cool team.
What made you decide that you wanted to start a new school?
But it was super, the other ones were super crowded at the time. And we really wanted to do more arts stuff, and really have more say in our children's education.
Yeah, and there was, I think, a big push on curriculum too, that we had a real strong opinion about what curriculum they wanted to teach. And
we couldn't put that in a traditional public school.
Right. And so we thought, hey, let's start our own. I actually came in just a little bit later than Mary, though. Mary was on first, right?
Yeah.
And then someone came to my door. It might have been
We're like,
Jen.
we need you.
No, I remember them saying, they came when they were asking me the names. They're like, which name would you like better? This name or
She's
this
very
name
good
or
at
this
marketing.
name? And I wasn't part of the founding families or the founders at that point. And I'm like, well, I like this. And I don't remember Early Light even being one of the choices at that time.
I don't either.
And then they're like, also, do you have any unique ideas for ELA? Because we want something, they're looking for something special about our school. And I'm like, well, if you put a theater in it, like a real theater, there's no other school has a real theater in their school, especially out here in the Southeast. And they're like, would you like to come on board and build that theater?
Why, yes.
I
yes,
said,
I would.
yes, I would.
Okay, so what if ELA, Early Light Academy, wasn't a name, a contender? What were the other names? Do you remember? No idea.
I don't remember.
We talked. I think do you want me to tell you about the name?
Yes, please.
Because my understanding is that it came because of Dawn's Early Light and the history school, and because when the sun comes up, where the sun hits this side of the valley first, and we love the whole light and learning thing with the book, and just it just was really cool once we heard it.
No,
we were like,
together.
yeah, that's it.
And I do remember that once I did hear it was Early Light, I remember not caring what the other names were because I liked it.
Yeah,
exactly.
You're like, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, exactly. Once we decided on it, we were like, oh,
that's the one.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Why did you choose a history focus?
We picked history because it's all encompassing. Like history moves everything, and we knew art was a big component that moves history as well. And so we wanted it to have a strong arts focus, but definitely based in theater. Like, I don't know if you know, Mary Cannon has a degree in art.
Art history.
What?
History.
Yeah, she's that in a bag.
Pretty amazing. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why there's so many windows in the A and B buildings?
Yes,
Please tell us.
I do, because they wanted the architecture. If you notice, all the ceilings slant too in your rooms.
Yeah, they do. That always annoyed me as a teacher.
Oh.
Light brings in the light.
It reflects the light. And so they wanted to make it a very economical school where if the power went out, nobody would be in the dark.
And
then a lot of natural light. There is lots of studies about natural light being better for education and learning and health and everything like that. And then also, Kennecott felt really strongly about it looking appropriately for the area also. So
interesting.
Yeah.
And I didn't write this one down, but what about the cinder block? All the cinder block walls and everything. Do you know why that was?
That was a strong opinion of the architects. Like
they
really wanted
to have
designers.
Yeah,
they really wanted to have a very industrial feel to it.
Yeah.
Which success.
Yeah, good job.
It's
well
very
done.
industrial.
Well, and it's durable. I mean, you go into other schools that don't have the cinder block, as much as I don't love the cinder block at times, and it's hard to hang things on. And, it was a big design thing to work around. Drywall gets beat up a lot faster. It's much more durable and easier to keep clean.
Yeah, a lot of it's very friendly, eco-friendly.
Eco-friendly. I love
choices, yes.
Okay. Next question is, why do we have a health policy that we can't have treats at school?
I think part of it, we approached it like we don't want to supersede parents in what things are being fed to their kids at school. we want the parents to ultimately decide what their kids are being fed here.
Yeah, because it was worse.
It was
So
was
those
really
that
strict.
complaining, it
Yeah.
was going to be so much worse.
Do you remember some of the things that?
Oh, they weren't going to allow anyone to bring their own sugar in their lunches. There wasn't going to be any sugar at all. Any
So like you couldn't bring
fructose corn syrup. Like
no
you couldn't
fruit
bring
snacks.
your own fruit snacks. No, yeah, things like that. It was going to be super, super strict. But we decided, you know what? The parents can choose what they send.
Yeah.
But we as teachers don't want to choose what we're feeding in class when parents don't know what it is.
Right.
So,
I actually really like it
I
because
do too.
I'm big advocate on food should not be a reward.
Yeah.
Like it should be, we should find an internal motivator, not an external sweet motivator.
Yeah.
And so I really enjoy it whenever the kids are like, can I have that? I'm like, I can't feed you sugar.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's been a really win. I think it's been a win-win.
Yeah. Good.
Mhm.
I love it. How long have each of you worked here at ELA?
Since beginning, right?
Yeah, but I haven't worked, technically speaking, but I've been here since the beginning.
You've
She's
been
been
here. So Tony, you've worked
I've worked
here
every
She's
every
worked,
year
yeah,
for 12
every year.
years. But Mary, you've had lots of different jobs
I've
here.
had lots of different jobs.
What are some of the different things you've done? So
So
right now
I-
you're second grade teacher.
I am. I love it. So second grade teacher, I've been a fifth grade teacher. Was a long-term sub in fourth, a long-term sub in sixth, and I was an administrative assistant 1 year.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
trying on many
Man,
hats.
you just got to find your
I
niche,
just-
right?
Actually, my favorite is being in the classroom.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'll ever leave it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
Did the school turn out the way you thought it would?
I think even better in some ways.
I think so too. I'm excited. Like for me, I am a visionary kind of person. Like when we see it, we create it in our heads and in our visions. Like I can see the outcome and I'm not surprised when I get there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mhm.
My big part too was building the theater. We didn't have that building. That was that was the last component that we added. So the first few years, I had my eyes on that theater because it was so hard.
And it was fun because I got to work with her when we did, I was board chair when we did that expansion.
Oh,
So
yeah.
to sit down with architects and just hear her vision and just, it was amazing to see something come together like
It was
that.
really cool.
It was really cool.
I don't know if I'll ever.
Sorry, I have chills because really, it was so cool to work with her and the architects and go through and just see it come together
Yeah.
and walk in that
And
building.
it was so fun. Like I don't know many people. Like I love standing on the stage and teaching my kids and saying, you can do anything. I says when I was your age, I drew pictures of theaters that I wanted to build. And to be able to stand on the stage and saying, you're standing in my dream
Yeah.
is such a cool thing. Every day I just think what a blessing it is to be a part of the vision of ELA and to have had that kind of trust put in me to be able to design the theater the way I wanted to. I remember always with the architects, they'd be like, you can't have both. And I'm like, well, then you can't have a real theater.
I know. There was a lot of
Watch me have both.
Yeah. I loved it too because like she can see her dream, but I didn't really know that I was really excited about education. But I've grown to absolutely love it and just see being with the kids and seeing them learn and grow. And I mean, they're our kids. You see them grow up and they're like, oh, there's my,
We're really proud of ELA.
Yeah.
We're really proud. There's a different feeling here, and I don't want to not to compare anything, but it is a good feeling. A lot of that comes from Lake Lather, our first thing, who he hired in those first years and established
Shannon.
the field.
Yeah, Mary Cannon was in my interview.
I interviewed
I
Shannon.
heard you wear a pretty cool dress.
I know. Why are you so? I'm gonna wear
Polka
that
dots.
next week. Yeah.
Polka
My
dots.
polka dot dress was a
I've
hit.
never seen it, but I really, really want to see it.
I'll wear it. I still have it.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that was another cool part of it. Is we had the walls and stuff, but to bring in the people
That's what makes it.
makes it really cool.
Yeah,
Something goes wrong here, I'm never worried about it because we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a
Exactly.
strong team. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's a family.
It is definitely a family. Yeah. Are there things that you would have done differently?
I wish there was a way to make it look less like a prison.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe not so cinder blocky.
No, I
Yeah.
like the cinder block. I really do, and I like the structure of it, but it does come across very cold.
It does.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I don't think our school is a very cool school at all.
Right.
And so it's nice to have actually the theater building in now too,
Mhm.
because that helps with it.
Mhm.
I mean,
It just makes it more complete, the whole
Yeah.
campus more complete, I think.
right. And the little structures, I like that we're different though. I do
Yeah.
love that. I love the architecture. They had a different vision for it. I love the colored windows.
Mhm. Yeah,
think
those are
were
cool.
such a fun.
Fun addition.
Yeah, so there's
Yeah.
like that, but I do wish that it came across a little bit more friendly. And
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
as we get our trees growing and things like that, it'll become more friendly.
And I think that's what's so weird. Like you said, it's cold, but you come in and it's so warm
Yeah.
Mhm.
because we are a family.
Mhm.
The one thing I would do differently is make the stairways wider.
Yes.
The stairways
Better
wider.
faculty bathrooms and buildings.
And better, oh, that too. Oh, better
Okay,
faculty bathrooms.
Why were there no faculty bathrooms put in B building?
Don't know.
Don't know.
No clue.
Don't know. I'm
We
so
weren't
weird.
involved with that.
Hey,
Yeah.
when we first had the bathrooms in the B building, there was a gap like this big.
I remember.
You
Yeah.
could like see people.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad, but they fixed that really fast.
Yeah, I remember that. We're like, this is not
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's one thing fun about designing the third building is we already had the first two.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we
So-
learned a lot from the first two
Yes.
that we knew we didn't want to do in the third one.
There are
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
faculty restrooms in that one,
Yeah.
and the stairwells are definitely
Nice
Way
and
wider,
wide and
yeah.
open.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we did learn.
Good. That's awesome. And do either of you think you would ever want to be a founding family of another school?
No.
No.
What? Partly because this is our baby, you
Yeah.
know. But it's a lot of work.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a lot of work without pay too, you
Right, volunteer.
know. It was everyone in the founding families did it out of their, goodness of their
Yeah.
hearts, just because they loved education.
Yeah.
They wanted something good
Cool.
for their kids.
And how long did it take? Like the whole process of like starting and then until school
Breaking
opened?
ground.
No, not even breaking ground. School opened.
Oh, probably.
So it was
2
a year and a
years?
half before we broke ground.
Yeah.
A year and a half before you broke ground.
So
Broke ground in
we
December.
had our first meeting where we sat
Yeah.
down and had this idea.
Mhm.
Then it took us about a year to write the application and get in front of the state.
Mm.
And,
It was really cool though. The
It
application
was.
process was really cool because we'd go get approved and they kept calling us like the A students.
Yeah.
Really?
Everything was so tight.
yeah. Yeah.
That's nice.
And we had some amazing board members that got those applications just so exact. And when we went in to apply for the extension,
Yeah.
it was like a no-brainer for them. They were like, why
Really?
haven't you expanded already?
Yeah.
We
they asked
love
us to
what you're
expand
doing.
more.
They asked us
Oh.
to do more campuses.
Mhm.
And
What?
And we were like, nope.
Oh my
We
gosh.
like our small campus here. We didn't
Yeah.
want to get that big. We didn't,
Yeah.
The education really likes our school,
Yeah.
but
they do.
yeah, we like it being small. We like it being just our community for
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I know people have been like, when they open the Harriman and the Mountain Ridge, like, do you want to go teach high school there? And I'm like, are you kidding?
Yeah.
Like, I built the
This is-
school.
This is my school.
Right. They're not going to
Yeah.
have a theater as nice as my theater.
No.
Like,
And it's what you want.
yes,
Yeah.
and the people here, I can't get over when I worked at East High School. I loved it. Yes, I used to teach at East High School, even when they filmed High School Musical.
Yep.
Um,
Sure pay.
yeah, but I'm just like the faculty is so awesome. I love being here in this very teachable thing. Sometimes you get in part of the faculty where people aren't willing to learn,
Mhm.
aren't willing to admit mistakes or be flexible. And this school is so good at that.
Yeah.
And I love
And the
that.
families, so supportive,
Mhm.
so good. We love it.
We love it.
Awesome. Well, thank you both for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for building our school and being here because we love it too.
Yeah. Phoenix strong, Phoenix for life.